So, Paulie, a few of your favourite things. Tell me what your favourite breakfast is.
Breakfast is really... I love breakfast, but for not just the actual content, it would be... we were in the south of France, my friend and I, we went down to the south of France, and he was setting up the tent, and I went just down to see and explore. And I sat, I think it was near Cassis or something like that, and I just sat in a cafe with this gorgeous French cafe creme is just absolutely amazing. Just that with a croissant, and just with the med there, and being free on holiday, that was the best breakfast
Your favourite
that
breakfast?
I've had. I mean,
all of it,
Yeah,
not just
I mean,
the
I love.
food.
Yeah, it's for me that was the best breakfast ever, and I don't think I could ever.
The atmosphere, the
Yeah,
place, the view, everything.
Yeah. It's and I always remember, because it was the feeling, as well as the gorgeous flavour of the croissant and the coffee.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I like the sound of it. What, moving straight on quickly, was your favourite film at the cinema, or the pictures as we used to call it when we were kids?
Favourite film at the pictures was... I've got a couple, but I'm going to go for... I'm not going to go for With Nell and I, which I watched with my old flatmate when it first came out on Green Lane Cinema, but I'm going to go for Blade Runner at Green Lane Cinema, when there used to be a cinema.
Derby.
Yeah,
I
Green
remember
Lane.
that cinema.
And I had a flat in Nottingham, and so I went to see Blade Runner. It was a late night showing. I went on my own, and I had a little old Fiat with us, Targa roof. So I watched the film, and then I drove home with Vangelis soundtrack after seeing the film and I just kept on repeat the I think it's Visions of Blue, one of the songs from the Blade Runner soundtrack. Do 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 do, and so that memory of coming out of watching Blade Runner at the pictures, and then getting in my car and then driving home with the roof off, listening to that. I just kept playing that same song on repeat all the time. That's too memorable. Too memorable.
That's your favourite film of the pictures.
Yeah.
Okay, how about your favourite gig?
Oh. Favourite gig was going back old school, Pogues at Rock City, because
Good choice.
I used to work in the lace market when I first left school, and I saw that they were on, and I went to see the Pogues, but it got took over by seeing my friend's trampoline at the Scala in is it King's Cross?
How is that linked to a gig?
Because they played. They had a gig at the Scala.
Whilst trampoline.
No, that's the band. They called it Trampoline.
Oh.
The band's called Trampoline. Jack Jones and Wayne, the band called Trampoline. And I went to see them, and I think it was because I knew them and they were my friends, and that gig was just wicked.
So which was your favourite?
I think that would have to be.
Rather than the previous?
Yeah, right. I mean, the Pogues are brilliant, but because I had like a personal input into...
And were there any trampolines at this
No, the band's called Trampoline.
Just checking. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, last question. Your favourite animal?
I've got two, but I'll have to pick one. During
You can have first and second if you would like.
During the Afghanistan wars, they thought that this animal was extinct, and it's called a markhor, and it's like a goat, and it's a majestic animal. It can stand 6 feet at the shoulder, and for a while they thought that they were extinct because of all the horrendous things that had happened, you know, in the
All
Himalayas.
fighting
And then they
everything.
discovered that they survived, and they're just such a magnificent animal. I love goats as well. The way that goats, they're so stubborn and they push you, and you try and control a goat, and it's pushing you, and the strength in a goat is just amazing. So imagine these incredible animals,
6 foot tall.
6 foot at the shoulder, markhors. They're the national animal of Afghanistan, I believe. I'm sure, 90% sure. And still, I think they trophy hunt them, which is, it's heartbreaking for me.
But lots of animals are trophy
I know.
hunted.
I know.
And you still have to have them as your favourites, even though they're trophy hunted. You have to let that bit go.
I know. But all animals, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thanks ever so much.
That's right. It's been great.
Okay.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.